Hello and welcome to Rosberry Crafts, my YouTube channel where I share all my crafty adventures. Today is November 10th, 2023, and this is episode 76. My name is Roz, and I live in Lake Country, British Columbia, Canada, with my husband and my two kids who are 13 and 12. Welcome to all you new viewers, and thank you very much for coming back if you're a returning viewer. Today for you, I have a finished object, a work in progress, events, and some chatter. First, my microphone is not working today, so I apologize if the audio is not up to the usual standard. I'm in a bit of a rush today because I really wanted to record before I have to go pick up the kids from school, and it's been a day of doing things, which is awesome because I had a vacation day today, so I've been running around doing things and I'm kind of running out of time, so I'm just trying to make it through. Also, at some point, my oven is going to beep with its timer, and I got to take the brownies out of the oven before I go get the kids. So fingers crossed that they're baked fully before I go get the kids. Here's hoping, right? I think that's about it. Talked about the microphone, talked about my timeline. I'm gonna power through this stuff. I have talked a lot about my Ranunculus sweater in the little clips that I'll show you. I'll get into all of that. Let's dive into the episode with finished objects. If any of you have watched the previous episode, you'll probably understand that my shortest day shawl is my finished object. You guys, I have not sewn it how I want the cowl to be. I have not clipped the tassels at all, but the knitting is finished. It is blocked. It is glorious. It is huge. It's like a wearable blanket. So there's the top half. I'm going to flip it around so you can see the colors on the other half. Like, seriously, so good. So this is a pattern. This is called Shortest Day Shawl, and it's by Christina Gordon. And there's a large version and a shorter version. I did the shorter version, which is shorter and taller. So, and then it's going to be, I'm going to sew the ends together so you have like tassel into a point, and it'll be like it is a triangle shawl, but also a cowl. There's going to be like double wrap business going on. I will show you all of that. I did film some of the cutting of said garment and tying. I don't know if I filmed any of the tying of the tassels, but it's pretty straightforward. And it is not a tutorial. It's just showing what I did. There is a tutorial linked in the pattern if you're interested in making this pattern. Some people have just kept it as like a long wrap and worn it around, and I think that is beautiful too. So we'll just throw it on real quick. So you can just, in all its glory. Oh, and the yarn is so nice. So it's her Sweet Pea sock, which is a superwash merino nylon, but it is so soft and yeah, lovely. I'm getting super tangled because some of the tassels are really long because I haven't trimmed them yet. But anyway, you get the idea. So you could wear it as a wrap kind of thing with the tassels kind of hanging down. You can wear it like more like a scarf kind of thing. It's very big for a scarf. But yeah, maybe I'll just leave it like that. There we go. Beautiful. All right, so that is it for finished objects, and we'll move on to works in progress. The first work in progress this week that I'm going to talk about is my Nanasuemo sweater. So Nanasuemo is National Knit a Sweater in a Month. This was derived from the National Write a Novel in a Month thing that happens in the States. And the point is to write 50,000 words in a month. And the point of the knit along is to knit 50,000 stitches in a month. So it starts November 1st, ends on the 30th. And I am making some pretty decent progress. I have clips from each day. I think I got everything every day except for today. I haven't recorded anything, but I'm recording now, so you'll get to see that. So I'm going to put that in here now. Good morning. It is November the 5th today, and so that's the 5th day. I didn't record any video for yesterday, so all you're going to see is a couple pictures of what I had done. I have made some progress on my sweater, but I wanted to give you guys a quick kind of how I did my sweater math that I was talking about in the last little snippet. So basically what I do, I'm going to give you the quick overview and then I'm going to turn the camera around and show you on the floor. So I measured on my swatch what my gauge was, and then I measured in a stockinette portion of my sweater what if the gauge had changed at all, because sometimes it does when you have a bigger project or you're stretching it out or anything. So you've got to kind of double check those numbers that you're on. So then you have your gauge, and I always do it over 10 centimeters to start with. And then I divide that number. So in this case, I had 20 stitches over 10 centimeters, and I forgot to mute my watch. Sorry about that. And then, let's just mute it right now because I can. It was very distracting. So we have 20 stitches over 10 centimeters. So that's 2 stitches per centimeter. And then I've measured a sweater that I like the fit of for the body circumference, because it's going to just be a straight down body and I want it a bit looser. So I picked a sweater that I already own that has that kind of style, and it's the same kind of raglan, because this is kind of a yoke and a raglan sweater, not to give too much of the secret sauce away, but yeah, so you do some raglan increasings to make sure you have enough space for your arms. So I picked a sweater that has a similar kind of shape to it, and then I've done some measurements. So I did measurements of the body and the arms, and I'm sorry if you could hear any of that noise in the background. My son had a sleepover last night, so there are a bunch of 13-year-olds just down the hall and they're a little loud, but so yeah, then I do the measurements. So I know that I need 114 centimeters around the body. So then I figure out that's going to be 228 stitches around just the body. And then I find the size and the pattern where the body is that size. And then I do the same thing for the sleeves. So then I figure out, and I don't remember the numbers, but I will go over them in a second, and then figure out what kind of size you need for each of those, how many stitches around you need for each of the sleeves and the body. And then you can kind of piecemeal the pattern together. Let's turn you around. All right, hopefully this works. Sorry about the tripod leg sticking out. I'm having some issues with arranging my tripod this morning, but you get the idea. So first up, we're going to measure across the body of the sweater. Let's pick the side that we want here. Okay, so we're going to measure across there, and we're going to write down this number. I have previously measured, and the size that I wanted was 114 centimeters. So whatever you measure across here, you have to double because you want it on the front and the back, right? Or if your pattern just has the number of front stitches, you can just use the number on the front and know that it'll be equal on the back, depending on the size you pick. The other measurement you want to do is right near your armpit, but not right at the armpit because it gets a little wibbly wobbly. So you want to just do a couple inches down from there. And so I want 17 centimeters, which I will double. So then I would figure out the number of stitches that I need. So I'll do the right number of increases to make sure I get to that number of stitches. I hope that's helpful. Also, trying it on before you get too far into it can be super helpful with figuring out if you're going to like the fit of it. Try it on tubing, or barber cords can be really helpful with that. I also just put it on spare cord that I have. I have this, I'm going to show you now. I have this white acrylic something. It's very bright and very shiny and very slick, so it works really well to just thread it through the stitches. I find it super quick, but yeah, and I will never knit with it because it's super gross acrylic. Not that all acrylic is gross, just that acrylic is gross and I would never knit with it. So it's perfect for using it in place of a try-it-on tubing, which I find difficult to use. All right, moving on, let's see the sweater progress that I've made so far. And it's getting hard to see because it's too big for the needle. Let's see if we can see it. Yeah, so it made progress. If I measure it against this sweater, I'm kind of at that-ish. So I still have quite a few inches left to go if I want it to fit like this sweater. Another great way to do it is to lay it out on top and kind of see what you get. Again, because it's all bunched up on the needle here, you're not getting an accurate picture, but I think that is turning out beautiful. I love the stitch pattern. And now we're just doing plain stockinette all the way down. So good progress so far, and we'll see where I get to by the end of today. Good morning. It is November the 6th, and I have some update on my sweater. Also, I'm not sure what this hair is doing. It just won't stay down, so. I have a sleeve hole. So I've made some decent progress last night. We had Dungeons and Dragons like we normally do on Sunday nights. And so that gives me a couple hours of knitting time, especially when I'm just knitting in the round. So yeah, I got a few inches, quite a few centimeters done, and I have split for the sleeves. Let's see if I can actually hold it up here. No, can't really tell, but there you go. There's the sleeve. Beautiful increases. And yeah, I think it's gonna fit great. So there's the other one. I've used my crazy acrylic that came from somewhere, I have no idea, as the holders. What I'm going to do, let me just grab my ball of yarn. You can see there's not that much left of this skein. So I'm gonna knit the rest of this skein. I'm knitting it from the inside, so it's like hollow on the inside. And then I'm gonna go back and do the sleeves to the length that I want. And then I will finish the body, because that way when I try it on, because the body sits a little funny until you get the sleeves on, because it kind of sucks it up a little bit. So when you're trying it on, it kind of just droops down a little bit, and once the sleeve is in, it kind of holds it all together, and then the length of the body where you want it to hit can change. So I find it better to do some of the body, because then you have some area to pick up the sleeves instead of just like a cast on edge. Do some of the body, then do the sleeves. Also, then you don't have as much body to turn around as you're doing the sleeves. So pick up for the sleeves, do the sleeves. I am doing long sleeves, and then go back and do the rest of the body to the length that you want. And there's more notifications on my watch. I really should remember to mute my watch before I start recording. Anyway, I'm gonna go get ready for the day. It is before work right now, and I'm kind of just schlepping it around. I do have my, what is this? Driftwood pullover, and yeah, driftwood pullover. I did it without the buttons and just sewed this closed, and it's out of Knit Picks Mighty Stitch. That's what it is. I forget the colorways, but they're silver and like a dark purple. And it's a bit baggy, but it's just my throw it on around the house sweater, and I love it for being cozy, but not too hot. Okay, I think that's all I have to talk about. I'm gonna go do something with this to look presentable so I can drive my kids to school. Bye. Hello, and welcome to November 7th day of NaNoWriMo. Look at the progress, you guys. Oh my gosh. So last night I finished, I don't know where my end is, but I finished, oh, I think it's right here. I finished a ball of yarn. I had a 3-hour meeting, Zoom meeting last night, so I was able to knit through the whole thing. So I basically knit from the sleeve all the way down. So a good like 4 inches, maybe, I don't know, but yeah. Oh, it looks so good. You can really start to see the texture and the lace bits. My t-shirt is all bunchy underneath because I kind of tucked it up so you wouldn't see it so much. But yeah, it's definitely got a bit of extra fabric. Like, it's definitely got some positive ease, but that's also what I wanted. I wanted a nice, relaxed, oversized feel. I'm going to wear it over leggings similar to, oh, you can't see, to what I'm wearing now is my plan, but I'm going to make it nice and long so it comes down to my bum, and probably do either some short rows or a split hem, so that it goes a bit longer in the back. Haven't decided yet because I'm not there yet, but yeah, it's looking good. Armholes, plenty of space in there, but not too much. So I am happy with this progress. Oh, yes. I can't wait to wear this. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. I can't think of what else to talk about, but I am loving it. Loving it. Of course, it will help. Once we get a bit more sleeve on, it will pull this in a little bit, so it won't be so baggy, but it will be it will be baggy, and that's what I have planned. It's not supposed to be a fitted sweater. Maybe next one I'll make a fitted sweater, but for day 7, I think I've made some decent progress. So next up, I've got this on waist yarn, my little waist yarn, my little acrylic yarn, but I'm going to pick up the sleeves and do the sleeves. I am going to do them 2 at a time. Oh, now my t-shirt's sticking out. That way I get the decreases at the same spot, generally. Oy, what's going on with my hair today? So yeah, up next, sleeves. Good morning. It is November the 8th. It is a Wednesday. It is time for your NaNoSuemo update. Working on some sleeves. So I picked up the sleeves and I got, I don't know, about 4 centimeters done, I think, from about there to there. So just working away on them. I'm going to try it on again when they get to about my elbows and see if I need to do any decreases, but it's coming along nicely. So there's your update. Hello and welcome to November 8th, 9th. It's the 9th. How could I forget? It's my daughter's birthday. Just a quick update. I'm just about to head to bed, but I thought I'd update you quickly. Sleeve progress. So that's where I joined the sleeve, and making progress. Slow but steady progress. I wanted to remind everybody that when you're trying to knit something and you're trying to spend all your time knitting, take breaks. My hand and wrist have been giving me a little bit of trouble. Not anything like, I just noticed it's like a little sore because I've been using it a lot for the same thing over and over again. So I didn't really knit very much at all today. So just taking it a little bit slow, giving myself lots of breaks, just doing a little bit here and there. And it seems to be feeling better already. So just do a little PSA for today, and we'll see you tomorrow. All right, so 0 progress since yesterday, but I am going to talk about the pattern and the yarn a little bit. So, oh, that is good lighting for this. Can you see all that texture? So good. So this is the front of the sweater, and I have both sleeves. They're hiding in the back here. I have both sleeves. I'm doing 2 at a time sleeves in hopes that they will match. Because otherwise, it's anybody's guess on whether they will match or not. I haven't done any decreases on the sleeve yet, so they're just straight out. And I'm going to knit a few more inches, and then I will try them on. I'll probably just try on like one of the sleeve sides and kind of give a feel, because I do like my sleeves to taper down this part of the arm. I find if I have a floppy sleeve, then I don't wear the sweater because it's going to get in my food when I'm eating or dishes or whatever. I'm really liking this, you guys. Oh. Maybe I'll make it into like a poncho thing. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. We're talking about the Ranunculus. So the pattern is Ranunculus by Midori Hirose, and there are thousands of them knit out there, and you can use a variety of yarn for it. I am using Barocco Remix Light. I do have an untouched ball here, so there it is there. Oh, the glare. This is the old jeans colorway. And I have all of these for my sleeves, and then, oh, there's my beep. I'm gonna go get my brownies. And then I have one more ball after that, and I don't know that I'm gonna use it all, but we'll see. I bought way too much on purpose, because then I can make like a tank top or something as well out of this yarn, because it is a cotton blend. And I forgot to turn my watch off. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just a hot mess today. I'm also noticing my hair has kind of taken off into some sort of waft on this side. I don't know. Shadows from the beautiful view we have out here. I thought I got enough of the light, but no, it's not. We're just gonna go with it because this is what we have to work with today. So I talked about the pattern, I talked about the yarn. I'm hoping to make some sleep progress tonight. I think we're gonna watch a movie. The kids are at sleepovers. Taylor's having a bunch of friends are over here. Cooper's at a friend's house. So Mike and I are just gonna sit around and watch movies and chill out. And we're ordering dinner, so it's like win, win, win around here. That is it for the ranunculus, and we'll move on to my next work in progress. Okay, took off the shawl. It was getting warm. All this running around, the oven's on. All right. The other work in progress that I have is my Musselburgh. I'm calling it my tropical Musselburgh because I think these colors are very tropical. This pattern is Musselburgh by Isolde Teague. So this is the double layered hat, and the yarn is Freckled Whimsy in the Serendipity DK, and the colorway is from their August 2020. I'm looking at my notes because I can't remember. August 2023 Yarn Club colorway, which I don't belong to, but I got gifted from a friend, and it's called Squeeze the Day. So feels very citrusy to me. I love it. And Taylor's gonna love it. I have not a lot of yarn left. And then I also have the orange mini that came along with it, which is blowing out quite a bit. So I'll be able to finish this hat with both of those. But yeah, it's coming along. Definitely past the halfway point. Because even if she wanted to like fold it up, I think maybe I'm at the halfway point. We'll see. I have a second needle, so I can do like half the stitches on each needle and have her try it on, see where she likes the fold and all of that good stuff. Talked about the pattern, talked about the yarn. Let's move on to events. Other than Nanasuemo, I am participating in the Down Cellar Studio Pigskin Party for 23-24. This is ongoing until mid-February-ish. You can check out her website, which is linked down below for all the details. But my shortest day shawl, I started after September 7th, so that one counts. My ranunculus counts, and this project counts. So once I get all of those complete, that will be a lot of points for me and a lot of entries into prizes. And yeah, it's fun stuff. You can check out more details at the link down below. And there's Ravelry groups and lots of chatting and fun things happening with that. For chatter this week, I have finished one book. I have listened to, from the Libby app, The Brothers Hawthorne by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. And this was an additional book to a trilogy that I've already read called The Inheritance Games. I think that's what the trilogy is called. Pretty sure that's what the first book is called. Anyway, same characters, keep going on their story. It's kind of overlapping a little bit with the last book, and then on to, more about the brothers, and it has flashbacks to them growing up and stuff like that. So it's really interesting for me to kind of complete the circle on that series. I think there is one more book, but I can't remember right now. And yeah, so if I get the urge, I will put that in my reserves at the library. I think that's the only one I've finished right now. We have finished 2 puzzles, and I will put pictures in at the end. We have a puzzle that we got from Yellowstone, one of the times that we visited there, and it's a quick puzzle because it's got very odd shaped pieces, so it's very clear when something doesn't fit in. Everything, you know, everything's kind of a different shades and different colors, the different animals and the areas of Yellowstone and all that kind of stuff. So we finished the Grogu one that we were doing, and we finished that one. So that's fun. They're both sitting out at the moment, so I think we'll have to put them away and start a new puzzle because it seemed to be something that everybody's enjoying. And the only other thing that's really happened is that Taylor has had a birthday, and now she is 12. Yeah, still hasn't really sunk in. It was yesterday her birthday, and we went out for dinner with the grandparents and had a fun time. And yeah, she opened her gifts in the morning before school. I did a little treasure hunt. I'll see if I can put a couple clips at the end of her running around the house looking for clues. Because some of them she was like totally got right away, and other ones she was just like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyway, it was pretty fun. Her big present was a ukulele, which she already knew about because that's what she really wanted for her birthday, and I wanted to make sure that she got the one that she wanted because she knows more about it than we do. So we all went to this music store and she picked a teal ukulele. I will put a picture in at the end of her with her teal ukulele. And her and my husband have already been practicing. He has a guitar, so he dabbles. It's not a musician or anything, but he has learned some over the years. She got a ukulele like chord chart as well, and apparently there's like a ton of people on YouTube that you can just get tutorials from for specific songs and stuff. So she's been working on some of those every day already. So yesterday and today, this morning before school, she's very excited about it. So that's a sign of a very good gift. All right, I think that's enough chatter for me. If I think of anything else, I'll probably pop back in later. Maybe this will be a very disjointed episode, but I hope you forgive me, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.